Hello everyone, my name is Ritish Kumar Reddy Nandikonda, and today I'm excited to present on the topic Unpacking NLTK, a comprehensive tool for NLP. NLTK, also known as Natural Language Toolkit, it is a versatile Python library that has been a cornerstone in the field of natural language processing. In this presentation, I'll cover why NLTK has become such a foundation tool, and we'll also go through its installations and its important functionalities and practical applications, including some live examples. And moreover, I also discuss the advantages and limitations of NLTK, which will help us to understand its roles and its potential in modern NLP. So let's dive in and explore what makes NLTK a comprehensive tool for language processing. To give an outline, I'll start by introducing NLTK and discussing why it's ideal for NLP. So now we'll cover installation, setup, and core NLP functionalities it provides, such as tokenization, part of speeching tagging, and sentimental analysis. Finally, I'll discuss its real world applications, advantages, and their limitations. This roadmap will help you understand the practical value of NLTK in NLP. So, coming to the introduction to NLTK, NLTK is also known as Natural Language Toolkit. It is a Python library developed to support both teaching and research in computational linguistics and NLP. It is widely used in industry as well due to its comprehensive resources and tools for handling various NLP tasks. NLTK gives us access to over 50 corpora and lexical resources such as the Brown corpus and WordNet. It includes tools for text processing, tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, parsing, and even basic semantic reasoning. This makes NLTK incredibly valuable for a broad range of text analysis, from classification and sentiment analysis to language modeling. The significance of NLTK lies in its comprehensive suite of tools and resources. Unlike other libraries that focus on specific NLP tasks, NLTK is versatile and modular, meaning it provides tools for a broad range of NLP tasks all in one place. This toolkit is highly favored in academia for research and teaching, as it allows students and research to quickly implement and experiment with NLP techniques. NLTK's versatility allows it to support both symbolic and statistical methods for NLP, and also this adaptability makes it even possible to apply NLTK to various NLP tasks, ranging from simple tokenization to complex language modeling. So now, why NLTK? NLTK was chosen for this project because it's highly versatile, widely used library that offer comprehensive support for NLP tasks. The AP of NLTK is an initiative which makes it accessible to newcomers, while its extensive documentation makes it suitable for professional development as well. The library is supported by a large community that actively shares tutorials, best practices, and code snippets. This support network is particularly valuable for education purposes. Additionally, the NLTK's modular nature means that user can experiment with specific functionalities independently, whether it's tokenization, parsing, or any other classification without needing an extensive setup. So, coming to the installation and setup, setting up NLTK is relatively simple. You can install it using Python's package manager with command called pip install NLTK. However, to take full advantage of NLTK's capabilities, we need to download additional resources. These resources include corpora, lexicons, and pre-trained models, which are accessible through NLTK.download interface. For instance, the punct PUN the which is like we can now call it as punct tokenizer model. It is used for segmentation, which is a foundational step in many NLP tasks. And the average perceptron tagger is a pre-trained model used for out-of-speech tagging. In my case, I use a Jupyter Notebook as my coding environment, which supports interactive coding and testing. You also can use uh, Spider or PyCharm. This setup is particularly very helpful when working with NLP, as it is allows for quick iteration and modification of code. It's up to you guys. Like you can prefer the PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, and Spider. It's all work the same, but I prefer Jupyter Notebook because it's like easy to understand everything. So coming to the this slide, it gives us the importance of downloading the NLTK data resources. Downloading NLTK's data resources is essential as these resources are the foundation of many NLP tasks. So, like, see, for example, the Brown corpus is a balanced data set of English text that covers various genres, from news to fiction, making it ideal for training word frequency models or exploring genre-based language patterns. Additionally, the WordNet lexical database is invaluable for semantic tasks like synonym generation, semantic similarity, and word sense disambiguation. By providing these resources out of the box, NLTK enables user to perform NLTK enables users to perform complex NLP tasks without needing to source and pre-process external datasets. This accessibility makes NLTK a powerful resource for experimentation and learning. So, like particularly for those who may not have access to large-scale datasets. Okay. So, coming to this slide, it discusses about tokenization in NLP. What is it, tokenization? Tokenization is one of the most fundamental steps in NLP. It is the process of breaking down a text into smaller units called tokens, which can be words, phrases, sentence, or even individual characters. In NLTK, word underscore tokenization is a method which splits the text into words. And while like we have another method called send underscore tokenize splits the text into sentences. Tokenization is essential as a pre-processing step because it defines the smallest units we'll work with during further analysis. So like if you see for example, when we're preparing data for machine learning model, each word could serve as a feature. Okay. And the sentence tokenization is a critical in application like summarization where we need to preserve sentence structure. In NLTK, we can also customize tokenization rules to account for specific language features or project requirements, which makes it flexible and adaptable. Hello guys, so I pasted here an example how to perform tokenization of a sentence using NLTK and Python. As you can see, the first step I have done is import NLTK and downloaded the Punk tokenization model, if not downloaded. So from here, I imported the word tokenize um, function to further divide the sentences into words. Okay, so first I given an input to a sentence variable like the NLT is a powerful library for natural language processing. This is the input I'm going to give uh, to word tokenize function. So what it does is the word tokenize function will further divide this sentence variable, the input sentence variable into tokens. As you can see, when I bring the tokens variable, which is going to take output of word tokenization function, it shows as the sentence which I gave as input is further divided into tokens. Okay, it's very simple. You guys can try it on your IDE. So next, I'll through the importance of tokenization, why it is very important to us, and what can we learn from that. Okay, so like because the tokenization is foundational, it sets the stage for all subsequent NLP processing. By breaking text into manageable units, we can perform analysis at a very granular level. For example, in sentiment analysis, each word sentiment can be evaluated individually, helping us understand the overall tone of a sentence or paragraph. In machine translation, we might need to work with sentences as whole rather than individual words to capture the correct meaning across languages. So the NLTK flexibility in tokenization is a major strength because it allows us to tailor tokenization strategies to fit different types of language data, like from formal text to social media posts. This adaptability makes it as a practical choice for a wide range of NLP tasks. Hello, I'm going to discuss about part of speech tagging. So, the part of speech tagging assigns a grammatical category, such as noun, verb, or adjective, to each word in text. In NLTK, the POS underscore tag function leverages pre-trained models like the average perceptron tiger, which is based on a statistical approach. This function uses the pun pre-bank tag set to label each word in the text, helping us understanding its syntactic role in the sentence. So the POS tagging is crucial for tasks that require understanding the sentence structure and meaning, like text summarization, question answering, and name entity recognition. As you can see, uh, I provide the example like she sings beautiful. So what the POS tagging does is it divides, it assigns a grammatical category for each of the words after the tokenization. See, like for example, the she is a pronoun. In this sentence, she is a pronoun, and sings is verb, and beautiful is an adverb, like that. So, as I discussed about POS tagging in previous slide, this is more enhanced example. The I can explain. See, first I import an NLTK package, and I given the input through sentence variable. So then I pass to the word tokenization function because the first thing it needs to do is divide the sentence into words to like then we need to give a PO stack function. Then only it can summarize like assign the grammatical categories to each one of the tokens. Okay, so like after tokenization, we perform PO tagging using PO tag. So this function is available in NLTK package. So at lastly, you can see when we print this POS tag variable, which stores the output from POS tag function. It shows like each grammatical category it assigned to each token. You can see for she sings beautiful, for sing it's verb, and for beautiful it's adverb, like that. So next moving on, I'm going to discuss about the importance of POS tagging. So the POS tagging provides important syntactic information that is essential for many NLP applications. Knowing whether a word is noun, verb, or adjective enables us to understand language structure and build more sophisticated NLP models. Because this information is foundational for advanced tags, which includes dependency, parsing, sentiment analysis, and semantic uh, role labeling. For example, accurately identifying verbs and nouns can improve the quality of summarization or help in identifying entities in name entity recognition task. Coming to this slide, I will explain about the sentiment analysis. So, the sentiment analysis is also known as opinion mining, which is used to identify the emotional tone behind a text. It categorizes it as positive, negative, or neutral. The NLTK package provides a lexicon-based approach to sentiment analysis through the sentiment intensity analyzer function. which assigns a compound sentiment score to the text. These scores range from -1 for highly negative sentiment to +1 for highly positive sentiment, which with also uh, 0 indicating neutrality. This method is relatively efficient because it doesn't require deep learning models. Instead, it relies on a dictionary of predefined words associated with specific sentiment scores. Sentiment analysis has applications in brand monitoring, customer feedback analysis, and even predicting stock uh, market movements based on the public sentiment. This is also widely used in social media. Hello, guys. So now I'm going to explain the how sentiment analysis works through an example. So first, we'll learn sentiment intensity analyzer. So what is it? Like how we are going to use it in our example. So like the sentiment intensity analyzer in NLTK is particularly effective for analyzing social media text and other informal language where sentiment is often strongly expressed. So this tool based on the Vader, and the Vader is a lexicon and rule-based approach that's designed to handle nuanced expression in text. So it's especially good at interpreting common modifiers like intensifiers such as very or negations like not. For instance, the phrase "I'm very happy" would yield a stronger positive score than simply saying "I'm happy." So we can thank to the Vader's ability to detect and weight intensifiers. So now let's delve into our example and understand how it works in the practice. Okay, in this example, you can see I imported the sentiment analysis class from nltk.sentiment.vader. Okay, so for this class, I'm going to create an object which is called as SIA, SIA. So, so for this example, I'm going to give a text like I love this product and it's fantastic. So our Python interpreter, by using NLTK packages, it gonna interpret like it gonna decide is it the score of it like it's a positive sentiment or the negative sentiment or the neutral one. Okay, so see like when we give this input to the sentiment intensity analyzer, the analyzer processes this input and provides a dictionary of scores that includes positive, neutral, and negative properties as well as a compound score. Like if in detail, uh, I can discuss what each score represents. So like for negative, which is represent as NEG. This is a probability of negative statement sentiment. In this case, it's zero point 0.0, indicating no native sentiment. Okay, and we have the probability of neutral statement, which here is 0.27 or 27%. The probability of positive sentiment, which is 0.73 or 73%. Compound. So this is the overall sentiment score, which ranges from -1 to +1. If the compound score we got is 0.439. So suggesting a strong positive sentiment. So based on the compound score, we can classify the sentiment as positive, so like positive. So the scoring approach allows us to quickly interpret the overall tone of the text. So like if I say if I got an compound score like below -0.5, then it will be categorized as a negative one. Okay, if I to be neutral, the score should be in between -0.05 and 0.0 plus 0.05. Okay, so the sentiment and intensity analysis is highly useful for applications like brand monitoring, where companies want to track customer opinions on social media. For example, if users frequently post about a product, this tool can analyze thousands of reviews or tweets in real time. It's very beneficial. And it also identifies whether the public state sentiment is positive, negative, or neutral. It's also valuable in political analysis, where it can gauge public opinion on different issues. Since it's like lexicon based and doesn't rely on deep learning, The sentiment and intensity analysis is much faster, more efficient, and making it ideal for real-time analysis. So here is an example of sentiment analysis using NLTK. First, we process text by removing punctuation and other extra news elements. Next, we apply SPOs tagging to understand the grammatical structure of the text. Then finally, we run the sentiment analysis using the sentiment intensity analyzer. The output provides POs tags and sentiment scores, which allows us to interpret both the syntax and sentiment of the text. This combination can be very powerful in real-world applications because it's useful for like monitoring social media for customer feedback or analyzing the different product reviews to identify the trends in customer satisfaction. So this is the output I got when I run the previous code. Okay, so in the first post, we can see the excitement. Like the post says excited about your new product launch. So here we can see the excitement. The POS tag shows that each word's role. For example, excited is marked as verb and launch as noun. When we run sentiment analysis, we get a compound score of 0.403, which is positive. The analyzer breaks this down further, showing that the 30%, 31% of the post is positive, and the remaining 69% is neutral, with no negative sentiment at all. So now in the second post, it says the new product is amazing, but the price is too high. Here, pure stacking picks up keywords like amazing, which is an adjective, and but, which signals a contrast. The combination reflects mixed feelings. On one hand, they like the product or not. On the other, they're concerned about the price. So the sentiment analysis gives us a compound score of 0.34, which is still positive, but not as strong as we see in the first post. Okay, so here 19.4% sentiment is positive, with most of it is neutral, like 80.06%. This result shows how NLTK captures the subtle shift in sentiment due to words like but and phrases like too high. So with this gives more balanced view of the feedback. This kind of analysis is really useful for further understanding the customer reactions on different products, especially when feedback is mixed or nuanced. So guys, I'm going to explain about the advantage of NLTK. One of the biggest advantages of NLTK is how comprehensive it is. It's essentially in one-stop shop for a huge range of NLP tasks, from basic text processing and tokenization to more advanced tasks like sentiment analysis and syntax parsing. This versatility makes NLTK incredibly value for anyone working with text data. Another great thing about NLTK is the wealth of resources available to support it. There's extensive documentation is useful, so like it helps everyone easy to learn easily, and it have very active community, which means there are countless tutorials, code snippets, and answers available online. This makes NLTK a fantastic choice, not just for experts but also for beginners who are just getting started with NLP. So the modular design of NLTK is also a big plus. It allows us for rapid prototyping, so you can quickly test out different NLP techniques without a lot of setup. This is ideal for researchers and developers who want to perform experiment and on different ideas. Lastly, NLTK comes with data sets and corpora, which is like which helps in saving huge time. You don't have to spend hours gathering and cleaning the data. Instead, NLTK provides ready-to-use linguistic data, which is particularly useful in educational settings and for research purpose. Overall, NLTK's comprehensive features and strong community support make it a top choice for both learning and applying NLP techniques. That's all for advantages. We go to the next slide. Yes, I'm going to discuss about the limitations, challenges of NLTK. So, like like we until now we discussed everything like NLTK about NLTK. So it's a fantastic tool. Of course, it's a fantastic toolkit, but it also does have limitations. For one, it was developed before deep learning became a mainstream, so it doesn't natively support neural networks. This makes it less suitable for building cutting-edge NLP models that rely on deep learning. Okay, under consideration is its speed, mainly its speed. Okay, so NLTK can be slow, especially compared to newer libraries like Spacey, which are optimized for handling very large data sets and real-time applications. If you are like working on a large-scale project or need fast, efficient processing, NLTK might feel a bit sluggish. Okay, some components in NLTK also a bit outdated. While it's excellent for foundational NLP tasks, it doesn't have an all advanced feature or optimizations that a more modern libraries offer. Customizing NLTK for specialized tasks can be challenging as well, since it lacks some of the flexibility and scalability of newer tools. In short, NLTK is great for learning and experimenting. It's not always ideal for production level tasks due to its efficiency concerns. Okay. That said, NLTK remain incredibly valuable across a variety of fields, particularly for research prototyping and proof of concept testing. So, like for example, in healthcare, NLTK can be used to analyze patient notes and extract key medical information, which can support better clinical decisions. Coming to financial sector, powers powers sentiment analysis on a new articles or social media posts, helping companies gauge market sentiment and make data-driven financial decisions. Okay, in customer service, NLTK is used to classify and prioritize support tickets based on the topics or urgency, which improves the response times and customer satisfaction. Okay, coming to it, versatility makes it a go. NLTK makes it a go-to choice for prototyping. Okay, where you can quickly test out ideas before scaling up. For instance, if you are developing a customer feedback analysis tool, you could start by building a prototype with NLTK. Once you like validate the concept, you might then move to a more optimized production ready system. In like, if I in a summary, uh, what I want to say is NLTK has its limitations, and but is also a powerful tool for a wide range of real-world applications and practically suited for experimentation and foundation NLP tasks. Thank you. That's brings us to the end of this presentation. Thank you all for your attention and engagement. I hope I was able to provide valuable insights into NLTK's role and capabilities in natural language processing. If you have any questions or would like to discuss, I'm happy to help you. You can message me or call me. Thank you once again and appreciate your time. Have a good one.